Well, I've been playing for about 3 years now. So I started at PAX 3 years ago when they had their inaugural exhibition here in Melbourne, and it was for a Metallica pinball machine. And what you had to do is you had to qualify for the Victorian finals. And so then I found out that the finals, the Victorian finals, were going to be at the Peacock Inn, and that they had a Metallica pinball machine there to practice on. And so I went there to practice, and there was a guy there playing the machine when I got there, and he was playing really well, and he had quite a few credits on there. So what I did is I waited for him to finish a game, and I said, do you mind if we play 2 players, because I wouldn't mind having a game? And he was friendly enough to say, yeah, sure. Put up the credit, and away we went. He said that there was a club meet there every month, and he invited me along. It was Adam Clark. When I got there on the night, there was quite a few people there. I looked for Jimmy, who was the organiser of the competition. I went there and I gave my details, and he let me know how it all ran. And at the same time as I was registering, there was another gentleman registering as well, and Jimmy introduced me to the other gentleman. It was his first night as well. His name was Johnny Crabtree. And yeah, we got on to talking about pinball and our love of pinball again, similar to Adam. And yeah, it all started from there, and it really put me at ease, having a chat and finding someone that was having their first experience as well at the club, because it's a bit nerve-wracking trying to get into a club not knowing anyone. And yeah, it was really good from there.
Down between my legs.
So my earliest memory of pinball is playing my brother's pinball machines. So my brothers used to play pinball when they were young. They used to go to pubs and bars and play, and they had a real love for pinball. And so probably in the early mid-90s they bought a couple themselves. So it was a Playboy and April Deluxe, and so we used to play that all the time. They were seasoned veterans, so they were the kind of guys that they used to go and put 20 cents into the Playboy in Logan Street. That's where they used to go play, and they'd stay there all night on the 1 credit. And they knew everything inside out, and they were really, really good. And then over time they bought a few other ones. They bought Street Fighter. One of my brothers and I used to go out on location to play. So this was probably my late teens. And so we used to go to a pub, or famously there was a video shop in Windsor called Home Show Video, which was a converted theatre. So there was a lot of space, and they had about 4 or 5 pinball machines in there, and it was open 24 hours, so you could go anytime you wanted to. And they had a whole bunch of video games there as well. So I used to go there and play a lot. That would have been late 90s, I think. So I remember playing the likes of Twilight Zone used to be there, Hook. I really enjoyed The Nightmare on Elm Street. What else? I think Rocky and Bullwinkle was there at one stage. So yeah, I used to play there a lot, and then every so often we'd go past like a pub or something like that that had a pinball machine. We used to go play there quite a bit as well. So I mean, it was more of a, you know, on and again, off again hobby, I suppose, back then. Something I enjoyed playing. I used to play a lot of video games as well, and I used to not get allowed to get out of the house too often. So like when I did, like we used to go play pinning. So. I would say Twilight Zone. I love Twilight Zone. I love the theme. I love all the toys in it. The gumball machine is incredible. The power field is great. I mean, nothing seems superfluous. It's all there for a reason. There's no like cheap bash toy or anything like that where you think, all right, yeah, whatever. I mean, every shot that you go for, there's something to it. And it's just really fun to play. And it's one of those things, I remember when I used to play it when I was a kid, you know, because there was so much going on, I was very overwhelmed. And you got the multi-ball as well, which, you know, I couldn't handle, as I was playing before. Yeah, as I've grown to play it and learn all the shots and all the tricks. It's just so smooth, and I love the call-outs. I love all the characters that they have in the game to announce multi-ball or announce extra ball. Tiny Tina giving the extra ball is really cool. And the Powerball is awesome. It's just such a great concept, and I'm surprised that nothing like that has been done again. So yeah, I love a game that really utilizes its theme, and I think that does it perfectly. I would say Game of Thrones. I don't watch the show, so I don't have any affiliation with the theme, and so when I play it, I don't feel like I'm progressing. All I do is try and go for the multi-ball, starter mode, and then that's it. And hopefully I'll get a couple of 100 million out of it, and I'm happy. But there's nothing for me that's satisfying about that game. But I've seen other people that have smashed it. They've gotten billions of points. So yeah, people that know the game play well on it, and I'm sure get a lot of satisfying gameplay and shots out of it. I don't enjoy it. I'm just going for the same shot over and over again just to light the mode, and then I feel like I'm just doing the same thing to finish the mode. No, I don't enjoy it. I would say The Big Lebowski. It just seems that it's got a lot of stuff going on, and it looks a lot of fun. And I think similar to The Wizard of Oz, when that came out, it seemed like there was a lot going on. They utilised the theme really well, and once I played The Wizard of Oz, it was one of those oh my god moments. This is the future of pinball. It seems that they've taken it to the next level, and it seems that Dutch Pinball with Big Lebowski are following suit. So I'm really excited to see how that plays. It actually happened recently where I was playing in the competition, and one of the games I had to play was Metallica, and it was one of those zen moments where everything went right. I wanted the ball to go up, it went up. To the side to get the drop targets, it went to the side to get the drop targets. And then to get to the right into the scoop, it went into the scoop. And I just kept on playing and playing and playing and getting every multi-ball that I could possibly get. And it was great because one multi-ball led into another, and I just always felt like I was doing something. And by the end of the ball, I was 440 million, which my previous best ever in Metallica was 220. So to double that on my first ball was just amazing. And then when I finished the ball, I turned around and there was about 20 people watching me, and everyone gave me a round of applause. And it was just the best feeling. I would choose Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. I love it so much, it's not funny. It is one of my favorite machines. I feel that's a bit deeper, and again, the progression is amazing. You feel like you're going through the story. You feel like you're going through the trilogy of films. And I love Twilight Zone. It's really cool, and I love the modes, but they seem independent of each other. Whereas with Lord of the Rings, you just keep on going and going. You go through the movies, you get to destroy the ring, and then there's other bits and pieces that you can get as well. There's the gifts from the elves, for example. There's Gollum, he's multi-ball, and so I love it, and I love the call-outs. They had John Rhys Davies do the call-outs on that, so that's pretty authentic. The artwork's fantastic, and yeah, it's one of those games where I don't think I could ever get sick of. I would probably put Wizard of Oz in there because it's just an amazing machine. It's everything that you'd want out of a themed licensed machine. I love the Wizard of Oz. I'm a big fan. I've got toys. I've got the special edition DVD. I saw it on the big screen when they had the 75th anniversary. I absolutely love it. So I would definitely put that in, and the machine just perfectly captures the spirit of the movie. I'm interested in movies. I love going to the movies. I'm one of those people, I'm not a film snob, but I do love watching movies on the big screen. I think they're designed to watch on the big screen, and I get the most fulfillment out of watching them there. I love going to cinema. My favourite cinema is the Astor, because they play a lot of old movies, vintage movies, whatnot. I love old black and white movies. Particularly the old horror movies from the 30s. So I saw Frankenstein there, Wolfman, Dracula, those kind of films, and it kind of transports me into that time. Some people might look at some of those old films and just laugh it off like they're crappy or no good. Case in point, King Kong, perfect example. It's one of my favourite movies of all time. But I remember seeing it at the SL, and that's one of my highlights. But people were laughing at special effects because it's a guy in a monkey suit, or it's stop motion animation, and so people will laugh at it saying, oh, it's fake. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and so yeah, I'm a big fan of old films, and yeah, watching it at a place like the Astor is just perfect.
Can't you see what I mean?
I love a lot of movies, but I've always maintained that Back to the Future is my favourite. It's just an all-round great movie, science fiction, action, comedy. The chemistry between Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd's fantastic. And I enjoy the sequels as well, but definitely the originals, nothing can top it. Marty playing Johnny Be Good is an absolute classic scene. You just can't go wrong with him, just going nuts, going crazy with the guitar, and then the whole crowd reacting, thinking what the hell's going on here. He's pretty much introducing rock and roll to the masses. And also when the clock tower gets struck by lightning, it's just amazing. And again, well, I saw that on the big screen, not as a kid, I was too young at the time, but I saw that at the Astor, and as an adult, and seeing it for the first time on the big screen was just like seeing it for the first time again. It was amazing. I love the way it's all set up. I love the fact that it's a great variety of machines. Melbourne Silverball League, they've got a lot of machines. You qualify in 5, finals on 9, I believe. And so it's a great variety of play, and it's a real test of skill. So, because if you are only playing on one machine and you kick ass on that one machine, you can dominate. Whereas Silverball League, you're playing on any one of 9 machines. So you've got to be consistent across all the machines. And I think it's a lot fairer that way. Yeah, and it's a level playing field.